This is Tommy Watt from T2T Boxing, and I'm here with Showtime Paul Fleming, fresh off the back of another impressive performance, mate. The return, the comeback is looking good. How you feeling?
Yeah, good, man. You know, the injured hand kind of stopped a bit of the flow. What we've been working on, you know, we've been working on not just being a pot shot 1-2 sort of guy, like putting them shots together. So the injured hand, I don't know how bad it is. A bit swollen. It feels.
Still got the old reps on right now.
Yes, it'll blow up once it'll blow up once I get them wraps off. But you know, we'll see. We'll assess the damage then. But you know, kind of put a little bit of spanner in the works with the flow. But I went back to the corner and Jared said, "What are you going to do? You're going to throw it, or you're going to, you know, give away these rounds?" And I go, "I'm not here to sit down." You know, so I dug in and I threw it. It hurt every time, but you know, we're not here. Like I said, we're not here doing ballet, and it's part of the parcel. You know.
Yeah, we obviously hit it well because from ringside it was hard to tell, and the fight did take a kind of different flow after 4 rounds. And I just thought you were maybe changing things up. But
nah, that was the hand, man. That was the hand, and then I threw it again, and I heard it, and I threw it again.
I think there was a 1-2 in the first or second round. It looked like you really caught him.
I think I heard him a few times, and that. And yeah, the whole plan was to flow from body to head and keep them punches going and pulling in and out and making him miss. And yeah, I think he dipped, and I caught the outside of his head, just on the outside of my hands here, and not the front 2 knuckles, and I felt it straight away, and then I hit him a couple more times, and them floating knuckles on the edge, you hit them, and it's never good. And
I lost mine a few years ago.
Yeah, and I when I throw my left hand, I don't muck around. I throw the thing to take heads off. So you know.
Oh, and the big fight, I know you don't want to call people out, but big future ahead for yourself, obviously. You keen to stay busy?
Oh, 100%. You know, we're going to go back and assess. We're going to go back, look at the video, where we can improve. Jared's a hard taskmaster. You know, yeah, the whole camp, the only compliments he gave me was in the change room warming up. And he said, that's the only time you're going to get the compliments, you know. So
Make the most of it.
Yeah, that's it.
And another impressive walkout as well.
Yeah,
it's always. Australia would have enjoyed that.
It's going to be like that every time now. We're gonna have something like that. You can't go back. You know, you can't go back after setting a bar like that. So you know, you can't have a name like Showtime and not look as snazzy as you can, and not have the walkouts and not be able to talk. You know, no one. I think. Oh, sorry. Choc talks. Choc. I think Choc beats me in the talk.
That's right. There's a gap to be filled there now.
There is, man, and yeah, Choc did it a little bit different to me, but I got nothing but love and respect for Choc, and I hope he enjoys retirement. And he paved the. You know what? He brought Oz boxing back from the dead. You know, he breathed life into it, and you know, a lot of guys made a lot of money off Choc, and he brought the fans back to the sport, and you know, for that, everyone in Australian boxing should be grateful for Choc, and you know, I've got nothing but cheers, my bro. We've got nothing but love and respect for him, and I hope he enjoys retirement and all that stuff. But yeah, look, I'm not trying to be another Choc. I'm trying to be the Paul Showtime Fleming, and you know, I'm going to pave my own way the way I do, and yeah, just looking forward to a break. You know, the past,
getting back to the
man, the past 10 weeks has just been grueling. I changed my whole life, my whole outlook on life, everything. You know, there was no way he was going to beat me. There's no way that anyone was going to beat me in there tonight. You know, I was willing to die in there because I'm not going to put my family through everything that I put them through, because it ain't easy. For you that aren't fighters, this is not easy. Any fighter, whichever sport, combat sport it is, it's not easy. It's the toughest. The combat sports are the toughest sports in the world. You know, there's no passing the ball, there's no kicking the footy, there's no, you know, you're not swimming, there's no hiding away, there's no losing the race and going, oh, I lost the race. You lose. You're out there in the front. You know, there's no one you can blame but yourself, and you know, it's a tough sport. You know, the weight cut, the weight cuts, man. The weight cuts are the hardest,
nobody
man.
Enjoys that.
And the injuries and everything, and you know, it's and the stuff that I put my family through. You know, for them to stick by me and be my #1 supporters, I'm forever grateful for my family and that. And you know, like I've said it, I can't say enough how grateful I am for Jared and Dreamtime Fighters, and for the team, Lawrence and John Pedro, and then everyone involved in Dreamtime Fighters. You know, without them, like I said, I say it every time now, I'd still be sitting at home just withering away, gathering mold, you know. And for that, like I said, every time I go out in there, I'm gonna put it all on the line for my family and to show Jared the respect and that he deserves for, you know, coming on board and changing my life, you know. So.
All right, look, I know they're keen to celebrate with you, so I won't hold you for too much longer. But some big news you announced today. You've been put forward the designs for the new Australian shirt. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
They just launched it. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there for the launch today. Fell on my fight, so. But yeah, my design, I designed an Indigenous design representing the Indigenous athletes and 52, I think it is now, Indigenous athletes that have gone to the Olympics, and you know, it's such a big honour. You know, I've only been painting just over 2 years, and it's something that I never ever, you would have asked me 3-4 years ago if I was ever going to be a painter, and actually you've got a painting. I appreciate you getting one, man. I hope you and your family
I'll be getting another one soon. He gets comments every time someone comes in the house.
That's good, man. And that's, you know, it's such a big thing, you know, to have a design that's, you know, going to be seen all around the world. It's part of the whole design's part of the, you know, the village and everything. The whole advertisement for the whole Olympics has my design and another Torres Strait Islander artist as well. So, you know, I'm really thankful and privileged to, you know, it's just another achievement to add to my list of achievements that I've had over the years.
Ever-growing list, it seems.
And I'm not finished yet. I've got a few more to add to it before I call it quits and before they put me in the ground. But you know, it's an honour, man, and it's just another thing for me to look back on when I'm old and grey, and my kids to look back on, and you know, for all Indigenous and non-Indigenous people, like I said, you know, it's Indigenous culture, but it should be Australia's culture. You know, it's just like New Zealand, the Maori culture is such an integrated part of New Zealand. Indigenous culture should be Australia's culture, and that's what I'm going to push for until my last breath, you know, to change that and make it just such an integrated part of Australian society. So, you know, that's my goal, and I'll do my utmost to achieve that. So,
well, fingers crossed you get as close to that goal as you can, Paul. As always, mate, it's been an absolute honour watching and chatting to you. Look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thanks, guys.
So we'll get that second painting from you.
Anytime, brother.
Cheers, Paul.
Take care.
Thanks,
Thank
mate.
you.